Welcome to the Dell EMC Unity XT Crew Removal and Replacement series. In this series of short videos, we're going to use Unisphere and UAM CLI commands to identify faulted custom replaceable units on a Dell EMC Unity XT storage system. We'll then look at the ways to prepare the system for service, including service mode and reset and hold modes. We'll demonstrate the removal and replacement of the faulted crew, and finally verify the replacement crew is working correctly. One of the first things you want to do is to log on to the storage system using the Unisphere interface. This requires that you have initialized the system and provided an IP address in your browser, and once you do that, you're going to be brought to the page that you see here. You're going to have a username along with a password. That combination was also set up during the initialization process. And once you provide those correct credentials, we'll be able to log in and view the dashboard page. Now from the dashboard, you'll see the system view, and now we're going to just simulate the failure here of the M2 device. We don't actually have a failure, but the process would be the same. You identify it, and you can do that by going to the enclosures view, and because it's a M2 device, you need to go to the top view. In the top view, find the M2 device. It's going to be located in the middle of the DIMMs on the SP. So here we see SPB, internal disk 0, and then internal disk 1. So both the disks are housed on a single PCB. Once you take out that PCB, then both drives, of course, can be replaced, or a single drive could be replaced. You could validate the state of the SSDs, or the M2 devices, with the env SSD show command. And so once we see that we have a failure, we need to reboot the affected SP. Now in this example, it's storage processor B, it's the primary SP, and I'm going to enter service mode by selecting the execute tab and providing a password. Anytime you go into service mode or reset and hold mode, you're going to have to provide the service password. Now we lost communications temporarily because the primary SP is rebooted and it takes a minute to fail over. The SP fault LEDs will flash amber and blue at 1 second intervals when you're in service mode and you're ready to begin your operation, replacement operation at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the cables. I already labeled my cables, so I'll know where they go when I have to recable it. And I'm going to pull out the affected SP. So there's an orange lever you need to pull out. You simply pull that back, pull that out, and then pull the storage process out of the DPE. When you get it to the end, you grab it closer to the chassis because it's sort of top heavy on the back end. And then turn the SPB over and use the blue tabs and slide those the cover off. And you're going to look for the blue ejected keys on the SP. So you see the blue ones here. They're different than the DIMMs, as you can see. And once you pop those back, that will go ahead and allow that PCB to pop out. You see both drives. Again, both drives housed on the same PCB. So we're going to replace one in this example. In this blue tab, it's a sort of a post type tab. You have to pull that post out of the hole, and then that frees up the drive, and then pull the drive on out. And then you do the same thing whenever you place the drive. You line up your keys, and then go ahead and place it on there, and then use your tab and put it back, put the post back into the hole, and make sure that drive is secured down. Those are delicate, so be careful when you do that. And then you're going to go ahead and place that back into the slot. Apply even pressure on both ends of that M2 device, PCB, and put your cover back on. Make sure that is secure, and then go ahead and slide the storage processor back into the DPE. And that lever that we used to eject it needs to be pushed in all the way and secured down. And the last thing you need to do is recable your system. And once the recabling is done, just verify that the part has been replaced correctly and it shows up correctly with the Unisphere. So log back in the Unisphere, go to the System View, go to the Enclosures tab, and go to the top view again and make sure that everything is healthy and everything looks good. And at that point, you should be all set. So that is a replacement of an M.2 device on a Unity XT storage system.